JB here, reviews from the basement, and we're going to be doing a video game review today. We're going to be taking a look at the new RTS game, Broken Arrow. Picked that up on Steam when it came out. It's been out a little over a month, and it has one big update, 1.0.8 thus far, and that added some much-needed anti-cheat help, which still need more, fixed some stability issues, which I haven't had that much of a stability issue, and added a few P vs. E scenarios, both which are pretty fun and I recommend checking out. So, let's see, is Broken Arrow worth your time? Broken Arrow isn't your traditional RTS game. You won't be building bases or harvesting resources off the map. You're going to be getting points during the game through capping objectives and destruction of enemy units. You're going to be using those points to call in units from your deck that you have created in the arsenal. And in your arsenal, you're going to be picking between USA and Russia currently, with more additions hopefully coming soon. Within those choices, you're going to have two different specializations to choose from, which are going to break down how many points you're going to get in 6 different categories like air units, vehicles, infantry, recon, stuff like that. And that's going to add up to your 10,000 point deck limit. There are a good amount of units at launch in the arsenal to choose from, which is very good, and lots of various options to change and customize those units to do different things. That's all going to change your point value, which is a lot of the strategy comes in the arsenal, making your decks. So spend a lot of time there, try different things out. It's awesome. Love it. Broken Arrow has a single player campaign for both US and Russia. They are fully voiced, which is nice, but I did not finish either of them currently. I've gotten to the end of the United States campaign, but moved over to online mostly. It's not a bad campaign, but it's really just a long tutorial. So I recommend checking it out until you get bored of it and go to online, because that is where it is. Unfortunately, the lack of a proper versus AI skirmish was a real bummer at launch. As of yet, they still haven't done anything, but they said they're working on it. This is what forced me to get into the dreaded RTS online play, which I usually don't like ever. But to my surprise, I enjoyed Broken Arrow's online play. It's just a 5 vs. 5, and whoever has the most points at the end of Phase 3 wins the game. There's a lot of maps to choose from, but people do seem to get stuck in gravitating to a rotation of, a certain few maps. I guess that's how a lot of games are in general. But lots of maps at launch, and obviously I would assume there'll be more. So that's good content-wise. Unfortunately, a big issue right now online is the disconnecting issue, but in reality, it's more of a leaving issue. The community needs to be better with the leaving, or the game won't last long. Way too much leaving. It seems like people just kind of bail if whatever they thought was going to happen in the literally sometimes first few minutes, you're getting 3 or 4 people just dropping because, something went wrong. There's 3 phases to the game, folks. A lot of time to come back. I've had a comeback or 2 in the last seconds of Phase 3. The game is, you need around an hour to play a game, which that is detrimental, but, things happen. Don't leave, guys and gals. We need to be stronger as a community. So, is Broken Arrow worth your time? For me, this is a tough one. I enjoy this game a lot. I'm going to be continue playing this game. I've played other ones like Warno and Wargame. Never dipped into the online. This is the first one I've dipped into the online. Enjoying the heck out of it. So in that aspect, yes, I would recommend it. But there are some, there's some things missing that need to be there, and they are adding those things supposedly. So this is a game you're going to want to, check out every few months, see what they updated. For me, I'll have it on a lot. So for me, it's worth my time, but it's riding a fine line. So I'm going to go with Broken Arrow, 7.5 out of 10. Good game. There's good stuff there. Hopefully it gets up to that 8.5, 9.5 that my heart says. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Lack of AI. for the solo players is a bummer, and lack of factions, but both are being addressed, and let's be better as a community. Let's not cheat and let's not leave. So, JB, reviews from the basement, Broken Arrow. Woo!